As we welcome the chief guest and the dignitaries of today. As they make their way to their places, I request everyone to kindly stand. Students, you can be seated. Please give a big round of applause for the dignitaries. Reverend Father Joseph D'Souza, Director of the Finance Officer for the Government of Sports. Our chief guest for today, Ms. Phyllis Price, our Principal, Reverend Father Overly Miller, Vice Principal, Sister Sheena, the Vice President of the PTA, Mr. Kamal, coordinators, cultural coordinators. Please give them a big round of applause as they make their way to their places. Respected dignitaries, teachers, students, our legends and superheroes of the day. We welcome you all to our special celebration of Grandparents' Day. Today, we come together to honor the remarkable grandparents who fill our lives with love, wisdom, and cherished memories. Thank you for joining us on this heartwarming occasion.
Grandparents are the bridges that connect us to our past and guide us into the future. They offer us a treasure trove of experience, stories, and lessons. Today, we celebrate those incredible individuals and show our deep appreciation for everything they do. In the darkest hour and the strongest tide, nothing can shake the might of a Josephite.
We request everyone to kindly stand for the school anthem. Check. Through graceful movements and the language of the body, this dance will convey the innermost emotions and faith of a spiritual and soulful experience that transcends worlds and unites us in a profound connection with the divine. I now call upon Rishika of class LKGB to bring us closer to God, followed by the students from high school and Miss Madhu to invoke God's presence among us.
Kindly raise for the prayer. God, a loving Father, on this special Grandparents' Day, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude and love. We ask for your guidance to strengthen the bonds between generations and to create a legacy of love, respect and appreciation for grandparents through this celebration. We thank you for the precious gift of grandparents who have played a significant role in our lives. We are grateful for their wisdom, love and the countless blessings they have bestowed. They bring such a joy and happiness into our lives. Thank you for all the special times that we have with them. We are eternally grateful for their support and guidance that helped us, made us strong. We thank them for their unconditional love. We rejoice that they have paved the road that led us here. Let them grow in wisdom and experience joy, find peace and rest from their work and be healed of every ailment and pain. Let them witness your glory and the love of their children and grandchildren. Please watch over them, protect them and care for them now and always. As we proceed with the Grandparents' Day celebration, may each one carry beautiful memories of this day with us. May your love, protection and grace guide us in everything we do today and in the future. In your loving and merciful name, we offer this prayer. Amen.
तुम साथ दो प्रभु मेरे इस दुनिया में सच्चाई की आवाज दो प्रभु तेरी जीवन की हर पल में सदा तुम साथ दो प्रभु मेरे इस दुनिया में सच्चाई की आवाज दो प्रभु
students and ma'am, for bringing us closer to God. Reen, you know what? I feel like eating some nice hot budgies.
Who need budgies when we have a lovely ajis?
That's true.
As we embark on this celebration, we'd like to welcome all our wonderful grandparents who are here with us today. Tashi of class UKGB will now bring about a heart full of smiles by welcoming the gathering.
All present here, I, Tashi, am super excited to stand before you all today as we are gathered here to celebrate Grandparents' Day. Our grandparents hold a special place in our heart. They spoil us with love and treats. They give us warm hugs. I heartily welcome all the grandparents to share their joy and wisdom with us today. Now, on this happy occasion, I am delighted to welcome our chief guest, Father Rector, Father Principal, Vice Principal, coordinators, teachers, and my dear friends. Now get ready to enjoy with your grandparents. Make beautiful memories together. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you for your lovely welcome, Tashi.
To greet us with open arms and genuine enthusiasm, we call upon Miss Ratna to welcome the gathering.
There's nothing more wonderful than the love and guidance a grandparent can give his or her grandchild. By Edward Fries. Good morning, one and all present here. On behalf of the management, staff, and students of St. Joseph's School, I, Miss Ratna, am elated to welcome you all to the Grandparents' Day celebration. It is with immense joy and gratitude that we have gathered here today to celebrate Grandparents' Day, a day dedicated to honoring the remarkable individuals who provide us with unconditional love, wisdom, and everlasting memories. As we celebrate Grandparents' Day, let us take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the torchbearers of tradition, the keepers of family history, and the custodians of invaluable traditions that connect generations. Let us express our love for them by giving a warm hug, a heartfelt note, or spending quality time with them. On this heartwarming occasion, we are fortunate to have a renowned educational consultant and counselor, Ms. Phyllis Parias, a grandparent herself, with us this morning as our chief guest. I extend an affable welcome to you, dear ma'am. I request our principal, Reverend Father Rowan D. Almeida, to welcome our beloved chief guest with a sapling. Amidst our midst today, we have a supportive rector, Reverend Father Joseph D'Souza, who persistently inspires us with his kindness and motivation. We request our Vice Principal, Sister Sheena Joseph, to welcome our rector with a sapling. Thank you, sister. The strength of the team lies in the strength of its leader. We are blessed to have a thoughtful leader in our principal, Father Rowan D. Almeida, who mentors and guides us to do better and scale greater heights. Now I call upon our coordinator, Ms. Purnima Kripa, to welcome our Father Principal with a sapling. Thank you, Ms. Purnima. To welcome our Finance Officer, Reverend Father John Land Bosco, by presenting a sapling. Tina. May I request Ms. Madhu to welcome our Vice Principal, Sister Sheena, with a sapling. Thank you, ma'am. May I now call upon Ms. Padma to welcome the Vice President of PTA, Mr. Kamal Govindraj, with a sapling. Now give a round of applause. Thank you, ma'am. I'm grateful for the presence of our academic coordinators who constantly guide and facilitate the smooth execution of our school activities. May I call upon Ms. Tina to welcome Ms. Purnima with the sapling. Ms. Madhu to welcome Ms. Jennifer Bernard. Thank you, ma'am. Grandparents are a perfect blend of love, laughter, and happy memories. A warm welcome to all the grandparents for the Grandparents' Day. A special welcome to all the members of the PTA present. Teamwork divides the task and multiplies the success. I extend a hearty welcome to our dear teachers, admin, and support staff who have worked tirelessly with utmost dedication and cheerfulness to present a thoughtful program, including songs, dances, heartfelt messages, and games that will surely make the hearts of our grandparents happy and bring a smile to their faces. So without further ado, let's begin our Grandparents' Day celebration and make it a day that our beloved grandparents will cherish forever. Once again, I welcome everyone present here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that heartfelt welcome. Reena, that time you only spoke about our grandmothers. What about our grandfathers?
Life is full of majja when we have a raja.
I can't disagree with that.
The wisdom of the past, the love of the present, the hope of the future. We request our principal, Reverend Father Rohildi Almeida, to escort the chief guests and the dignitaries to inaugurate our very own Grandparents' Day.
We request everyone to please put your hands together as we inaugurate Grandparents' Day 2023. Music has a unique power to convey our deepest emotions and desires. And today, we have a special song that carries our collective wishes and hopes. We invite the students of class LKG to unite us by the power of music. Thanks for that wonderful rendition.
Honoring elders, strengthening family bonds, preserving cultural heritage, teaching values and life lessons, spreading love and affection. To speak more on these values, we call Ms. Amala and Mohammed Ali of UKGA to enlighten our about the significance of the day.
In a charming corner of a quaint sunlit Cubbon Park, an extraordinary friendship blossomed between two souls who seemed to be worlds apart in age but were remarkably kindred in spirit. Their friendship was like a beautiful woven tapestry, blended the innocence of youth with the grace of experience. Muhammad Ali, a vivacious whirlwind of giggles and curiosity, would skip over to Mrs. Bernard's stone bench. Mrs. Bernard, with her silver hair cascading like a gentle waterfall, would greet her young friend with a warm, knowing smile that crinkled the corner of her eye, revealing a lifetime of stories waiting to be shared. Together, they embarked on an enchanting adventure through the seasons. Today is one such day where we get to witness their bond.
Today, on National Grandparents' Day, families across the nation unite to express their gratitude and affection for the elderly members who have enriched their lives with wisdom, love, and cherished memories. Hi Ali, good morning. Do you know what I read just now? Yes, can I ask you something? Okay, you tell me now. With whom do you spend your free time with? Is it with your parents or with your grandparents? Oh, that's really great. Even I love spending time with my grandparents.
I like to speak. I like to spend time with my grandparents, Grandma.
Same thing, son. Even I love sharing my time with my grandparents.
I know Grandma because grandparents are very loving and generous. My grandparents are like angels, Grandma.
That's wonderful, dear. Okay, you just tell me why it's important to celebrate Grandparents' Day?
I know Grandma because grandparents are very loving and generous. My grandparents are like angels, Grandma.
Ali, do they tell you stories?
Yes, Grandma. Well, when I visit them, they have lot of new stories to share with me, Grandma.
What kind of stories do they tell you, Ali?
All about good values and moral stories, Grandma.
Absolutely, dear. Not only that, grandparents always share gratitude, love, and care to their young children, and especially their grandchildren. They pass down family traditions and value. Today, let's celebrate Grandparents' Day. It's a great way to recognize and appreciate all the love and wisdom with our grandparents. It's a day to spend time with them and show our gratitude, dear.
Grandparents are true treasure to all of us, Grandma.
Yes, dear. Grandparents' Day is very special to make them cherished, just like they make us feel every day. So today, let's take time to appreciate and wish all our grandparents, and they are really truly valued.
Certainly, Grandma.
Hey son, did you realize we have reached St. Joseph's? Today they are celebrating Grandparents' Day. What a coincidence. Shall we wish them before we leave the premises?
Yes, Grandma.
Thank you, dear grandparents. We value everything that we learn from you. We will treasure it forever. Happy Grandparents' Day to all the grandparents who are gathered here. And have a wonderful day. Thank you.
We like to move it, we like to groove it. We now call upon the students of class LKG and UKG to set the stage on fire with their groovy performance.
ಕಾಣದಂತೆ ಮಾಯವಾದನು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿವ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡನು ಕಾಣದಂತೆ ಮಾಯವಾದನು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿವ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡನು ಕೊಡುವುದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡುವುದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡುವುದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡುವುದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೈಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಓಡಿ ಹೋದನು
Grandparents often have incredible stories to share and talents to spare. In the words of Mr. Deva Sagayam, grandparent of Glendon Godric, from being a strict dad, how life has changed, of being a cool grandpa, where nobody calls me by my name, but my little grandson calls me only by my name with full authority. From being Tom and Jerry at times to being best buddies, we both share love, happiness and prayers. We have a special performance by grandfather and grandson duo who will exhibit their musical rendition with us.
Okay, sorry.
See the champions, take the thing up. You define us, make us feel proud. In the streets are as we lose our innovation, celebration, it's surrounded. Every nation, all around us, stay forever young. Singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, you all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They call me freedom, just like a baby. When I get older, I will be stronger. They call me freedom, just like a baby. Fly, so we go 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 fly. ಗುಡಿಸಲೆಯಾಗಲಿ ಅರಮನೆಯಾಗಲಿ ಆಟ ನಿಲ್ಲದು ಎಂದು ಆಟ ನಿಲ್ಲದು ಹಿರಿಯರ ಇರಲಿ ಕಿರಿಯರ ಬರಲಿ ತೋರದು ಎಂದು ಭೇದ ತೋರದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದು ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲದ ಹಾಗೆ ಬದುಕಿರುವ ಆಕಾಶ ನೋಡದ ಕೈಯ ನೆನೆದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಂಚಿರುವ ಜೊತೆಗಿರು ನೀನು ಅಪ್ಪನ ಹಾಗೆ ಹಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಯೋ ನೆನೆದ ಹೀಗೆ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಪಡೆದ ನಾವು ಪುನೀತ ಬಾಳು ನಗು ನಗುತ್ತಾ
ಕೊಂಡು ಓಟ ಬೆಲ ಬಂದು ನನಗನ ಮನೆಯ ನನಗನ ಹಿಂದು ರಾಜರಂದರು ಆಡಿಸಿಯರು ಎಂದು ಸೋಲದು
లయమాగదు. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenson and so.
Check. Rina, let me ask you a question. If Bruce Lee had a brother, what will his name be?
Kali.
No, you're wrong.
Chili.
No, you're wrong.
Bahubali.
No, you're still wrong. I said if he had a vegetarian brother, his name will be called broccoli.
To groove, to move, at a glance of chance, let us call the teachers for the dance.
ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ನಂದುಸಿರು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ನಂದುಸಿರು ಚಿನ್ನ ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ವಜ್ರ ಕೆಂಪು ಮುತ್ತು ಹವಳ ಸುಖ ನೀಡುವುದೇ बुला दूं बात बना दूं चाहे जहां है दिल को छुपा बातों ही बातों में तो मुलाकातों में ले लूं बचना ऐ हसीनों तो मैं आ गया ये बचना ऐ हसीनों लो मैं आ गया हुस्न का आशिक हुस्न का दुश्मन अपनी अदा है यारों से जुदा बचना है हसीनों लो मैं आ गया बचना है हसीनों लो मैं आ गया ಒಲಿದು ನಲಿದು ರಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಲಿದು ನನ್ನಂತೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿರಿಯರೇನು ಕಿರಿಯರೇನು ಹರುಷ ಪಡಲು ಹೇಳವೇನು ಹಿರಿಯರೇನು ಕಿರಿಯರೇ.
What a chance to see the teachers dance and the lovely Ajis and Acha to dance. So let's give a big round of applause for the teachers and the grandparents. Check.
Green, I want to ask you another question. What do you call the girl who pushed her father from the cliff? What do you call the girl who pushed her father from the cliff? No. Before you try, Pushpa. 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 Yeah. You got it. Continue.
Gratitude as a quality. It is similar to electricity. So now let's call upon the students of UKG to exhibit their gratitude in a form of a song.
Good morning, children. Hi. Where are you? Good morning. Morning. Yeah, great. Louder. Good morning. Thank you. My name is Ajit, okay? And I am a doctor, a surgeon really. So I do operations on people who are sick and hopefully make them better. I am also Aditya, who is the world's grandfather. Can I have Aditya on stage here, please? And that is Aditya coming up to join me. Aditya was born in the same hospital that I used to work in. So I have seen him from the time he was born, and from then we bonded together. Here is Aditya. And we've had some wonderful times together. And because of him, I became a small child once again. What? Yes, I became a small child once again. So then started having lots of funny, we shared lots of funny stories, songs, and I would pretend to be an elephant and he would ride on me and we would walk into forests looking for tigers and leopards and lions and so on. And he would point out, all imaginary of course, point out a tree and say, "Hey Tata, look, there are those monkeys there." And what are those monkeys doing? They were what is that? And the monkeys were looking down, and he would say, "Look where the monkeys are looking." And we would look down. Of course, he was riding on me, I was the elephant, right? He would look down and say, "There's a tiger walking there." And what is that tiger doing? That tiger is calling out, that's the sound a tiger makes when it is calling out for cubs. So we would play all these imaginary things out there, and then we really grew up together. Even now, I carry him on my back, we go around. Of course, now he's become much bigger and he goes swimming and he does cycling and he loves cars. Even as a small child, I remember, he would ask me to take him to a car and open the hood and say, "Can you pull out that dipstick?" So I had to pull out the dipstick. He would look at it, he would wipe it clean, I had to put it back in again, and then take it out, and then he would look at it and say, "Yes, I think the fuel level is all right. You can go ahead, you can drive." He was that aware of cars even from a very, very young age. So again, thank you Aditya, and thank you school for, like I said, making me young again and making us all young again. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful message. I request Ms. Purnima Krupa, the coordinator of the pre-primary department, to introduce the chief guest.
Good morning, one and all present here. Nothing great will be achieved without great people, and a person becomes great only if they are determined to do so. This morning we have one such determined lady amidst us, and I deem it a privilege to introduce our acclaimed multifaceted chief guest, Ms. Phyllis Farias, to all of you today. Ms. Phyllis Farias is an educational management consultant, trainer, and a counselor. Ms. Farias, with schools, has been working in the areas of planning a new school, school management, policy planning, performance appraisal of staff, curriculum formulation, and evaluation of teaching methodologies. For principals and teachers, Ms. Farias offers consultation, conducts training programs on creative teaching methodologies, curriculum development and planning, value education, communication skills, classroom management, and handling children with any concerns. For children, MAM conducts a variety of workshops such as study skills, personality development, leadership education, public speaking, peer pressure reversal techniques, and family life education. For parents, she conducts a positive parenting workshops on parental concerns and issues. These workshops are held both in schools and other forums based upon the age group that MAM caters to. Ms. Phyllis Farias is a trained counselor and a certified practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. She counsels children with concerns and also does aptitude testing and career counseling. In recent years, Ms. Farias has been writing a blog on varied topics. The blog is available on Medium under her name. She is associated with Indian Society of Training and Development, and she is a life member of Indian Society of Applied Behavioral Sciences, Respect for Life India, and she is the chairperson on the advisory board of Sheila Kotwal Institute for the Deaf. Ma'am, we are honored by your presence with us this morning. I request you to kindly step forward and occupy the felicitation chair. I request our Father Rector to drape a shawl and felicitate Ms. Farias. I request our Vice Principal, Sister Sheena, to garland the chief guest. I request our Father Principal to present a memento. I request our Finance Officer, Father John Lang, to present the gift. I request the Vice President of the PTA, Mr. Kamal Govind Raj, to present a fruit basket.
Chief guest to address the gathering.
Dear Father Almeida, all the other fathers on the dais, Sister Sheena, staff, children, and my dear grandparents. This is going to be a conversation from a grandparent to fellow grandparents. Over the last 3 decades or so, I have done innumerable parent sessions. I have addressed, I think, thousands of parents. This academic year itself, I conducted about 20 parent orientations in Bangalore in different schools. This is the first time that I am speaking specifically to grandparents. Or else, sometimes grandparents sneak in or are deputed to attend the parent orientation as the parents are too busy to do so themselves. I'm really happy to be here, and I was so thrilled to hear that grandparent and the way he spoke and what he was doing with his grandchild. But this morning, I have only 2 messages, but I think they are important. The first one, most of the time when I have parenting sessions, there will be definitely 1 or 2 voices who complain about grandparents pampering and spoiling their grandchildren. I generally take up for the grandparents and ask them if they are making use of you, grandparents, to bring up their children. And if they say yes, I give them a mouthful on how it is not the age for grandparents to look after young children. It is really the time for grandparents to enjoy and celebrate the little ones. After all, God created menopause to say, enough, no more children. You are too old to chase after energetic young ones. That is what I tell parents. But today, since I have you, grandparents, as a captive audience, I have another story. And this is really to do with discipline styles. There are 2 styles of discipline that are dysfunctional. One is inconsistent discipline, which can be further divided into 2. Today, I am in a good mood. All kinds of behavior are allowed. No corrections whatsoever. But tomorrow, I am in a bad mood, and the very same behavior of yesterday is shouted at, grumbled, and possibly the child is even spanked. Now the child is very confused because yesterday it was okay, but today the very same behavior is not okay. The other style of inconsistency is that there are too many disciplinarians. There's a father style, a mother style, a grandfather style, a grandmother style, and the child wonders, whose style do I follow? Because when I'm with all of them, I don't know whose style to follow. If I follow father's style, mother's getting upset. If I follow possibly grandmother's style, everyone else is getting upset. And so the child gets very confused as to whose style of discipline to follow. The second type of discipline, which is not functional, is inadequate discipline. I'd like to ask you, grandparents, from what age should we discipline children? From what age should you discipline grandchildren? Anyone has an answer? Yes, ma'am?
At the age of 2.
At the age of 2. One grandparent says at the age of 2. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am? At the age of 10. That's a parent, I think, speaking, not a grandparent. Yes?
At the age of 5.
At the age of 5. Anyone else? Yes, sir? 3. All right. So we have at the age of 2, at the age of 3, at the age of 5, and one mother said at the age of 10. I think that's the mistake we are all making. Actually, discipline starts from the very first week of a child's life. That's when you begin to set routines. There's a feeding time, there's a bath time, there are so many other times that you follow, and that sets in a sense of discipline for the children, the routines. So, I, as a chief guest, am going to give you grandparents a few small tips so that there is more harmony and relationship in the house. First of all, don't interfere when parents are disciplining their children. Unless, of course, it is physical abuse or mental abuse or sometimes emotional abuse. Otherwise, don't discipline or interfere. Please do not pamper the child after the child has been corrected by a parent, because then the child will come to you and not be able to follow the parents. I would suggest that please sit together as a family, all the adults as a family, and please have a conversation with each other. Try to understand what is the parents' objectives in bringing up their children. It is this time that you can discuss what values you think are important. Discuss and reach a consensus so that all of you are on the same page and you're not pulling in different directions. Remember your daughter-in-law's views also, because very often there's a conflict between the in-laws and the daughter-in-law because she doesn't have much of a say very often in the home. But it is her child as well, and she definitely also has a say in how to bring up her child. It is the parents' turn to bring up their children. Please do not forget that, grandparents. You have had your turn to bring up your child. It is the parents' turn now to bring up their grandchildren, their children. And so I'll give you one little image really. I would say that every home should have a traffic light in their home. And through consensus, you have to come to a conclusion as to what should be the red lights in the home. What should be the red light? Please have a few red lights which every member of the family should follow, including the adults. So don't make a red light rule unless you are prepared also to follow that rule. For example, a red light rule could be no foul language in our home. I think that's very important. You can make your own red light rules. And then there are the amber light. The amber light is different for adults and different for children. For example, it could be a bedtime. Children should go to bed early because they have to wake up early and come to school. Adults can sleep a little later, but I think grandparents also may want to sleep a little earlier. So an amber light could be a rule which is different for adults and different for children. But don't forget that there is the green light also. And green light, and this is I think especially true of parents. Give your children some freedom in some areas. Please do not be a helicopter parent or a helicopter grandparent. Now what is meant? What do I mean by a helicopter? What does a helicopter do? Children, what does a helicopter do? It flies, but how does it fly? I can see that going round. Yes, the helicopter goes around. And very often parents and grandparents become helicopter parents and grandparents, hovering around the child all the time, becoming overprotective, not giving the children the freedom to be. Alright? I'm not talking about dangerous activities where you have to possibly interfere. But simple things. The child is coloring. But a grandparent or a parent may hover around and say, use this color, don't use that color. Well, that's the time for the child to express, to be themselves. Alright? So everyone needs a green light, including the adults. So just keep the traffic light in mind. Now we come to you, grandparents. Before even my son got married, I had told him that when you have children, I would not look after them. I sincerely told him that I will not look after your children. I will enjoy them. I will love them. I will celebrate them. But I will not look after them. And I have stuck to my decision. One of my grandchildren is 16 and the other is 15, 16 and a half and 15. And I have not looked after them on a day-to-day basis. I have enjoyed them, I have loved them and still love them tremendously. Now you may think that my decision was selfish. I really don't think so. The reason is I have my own life to lead. My own schedules. I still work. I'm 72 years old, but I still work. I have my friends. I have my likes and my dislikes. Things that I have wanted to do but could not do, which I could do now that my son was grown up. Spend my money the way I want to. And so this is the time as grandparents. Love your grandchildren, but don't go into the nitty-gritty of having to look after them. And I wanted to say to you, I deliberately wore a bright sari today. Very deliberately chose a bright sari today because I think wearing that bright sari has a message. The message that be you. You don't have to be anyone else. You have to enjoy your twilight lives. And that's very important. And now I want to read out a book to you grandchildren, on behalf of your grandparents. It is a very cute book, one which I had bought for my grandchildren. And so on behalf of the grandparents, I want to read this book to you grandchildren. So will you listen? Yes, will you listen? Yeah, this is a book which says, I love you through and through. I love your top side. Where is your top side? Show me your top side. I love your top side. I love your bottom side. I love your inside and outside. I love your happy side, your sad side, your silly side, your mad side. I love your fingers. Shall we have you? I love your fingers and toes. Where are your toes? I love your toes inside your shoes, no? I love your ears. Where are your ears? Yes. And your nose. I love your hair and your eyes, your giggles and cries. I love you running and walking. I love you when you're silent and talking. I love you through and through. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow too. But you know what, children? I wish someone would say that to me as a grandparent. So I'm going to read the same story out on behalf of the grandchildren to you grandparents, which says, I love you through and through. I love your top side. So grandparents, can we see your top side? I love your top side. I love your bottom side. You don't need to wiggle it, but I love your bottom side. I love your inside and outside. I love your happy side. Let's see some smiles, please. Grandparents, I love your happy side. your sad side. Sometimes we can be sad. Your silly side. Your mad side. I love your fingers. Your grandparents, let's wiggle our fingers. Yes. And your toes. Your ears. Nice. And your nose. I love your hair. I wish you say that, the lovely silvery hair. And your eyes. Your giggles and cries. I love you running, though we find it little difficult now to run. I love you running. I love you walking. I love you when you're silent. I love you when you're talking. I love you through and through. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow through. Tomorrow too. I think that is something you should carry home with you, grandparents and grandchildren, that you are loved through and through, today, tomorrow, and today too. And I say that to all the parents and to all on the dais too, we love you through and through. Thank you and God bless.
Not just an exceptional leader, but also a mentor and a source of inspiration to many. His dedication to our institution's value is a shining example for all of us. I request our principal to address the gathering.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Father Rector, Finance Officer, the coordinators, Vice Principal, and my dear main Chief Guest of the Day, they are our grandparents of the school. Dear children, good morning.
Good morning, Father.
If your mom and dad does not give you chocolate, where do you go? Shop. You go to your grandparents, isn't it? Complaining, saying that my mom and dad does not give you chocolate. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. And we love our grandparents. I too remember my grandparents. When I was small like you, I used to spend my time around my grandmother. My grandmother was there, and I used to spend whole my time with my grandmother. She was very old. She was 80 years old, and I used to be around her. Soon after the class, I used to go home and spend time with my grandmother. And I used to enjoy her company because she used to tell me many stories. As one of the grandfather was telling here, stories, no? She used to tell many stories. And she was a wisdom figure in our own family. Because of her, all our relatives used to come together to the house. After her death, people stopped coming slowly. Grandparents are the force of unity in a family. They make us come together, unite together, and live together. They are the bond in the family, isn't it? So we enjoy their company. So today, I thank all the grandparents, those who have come here, because you are the treasure of this world. And we all salute you. Little children, can you stand up and face your grandparents and salute them? Turn that side and salute them. And say, we love you. Loudly. We love you. All of us salute our grandparents and say, we love you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, dear grandparents. We have got different sports activities for you. So we thank, on behalf of all the staff here, I would like to thank you for your coming here, because it was your day and our children wanted to entertain you, and you are here, and we, the staff members and the management, everybody is happy with you. And please visit again and again to the school, because your wisdom is very important for us to make our children successful in their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your encouraging words.
As we conclude our Grandparents' Day celebration, let us remember the incredible values of our grandparents. They are living libraries of love and knowledge, and their presence enriches our lives in countless ways. I call upon Miss Savita to render the word of thanks.
Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it, quotes William Matterhorn. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. First and foremost, in the journey of this program, we found strength in God's grace. Thank you, Lord, for your abundant blessings and making this event a great success. Today, I take this opportunity to express my deepest sense of gratitude and appreciation to all those who made this event such a resounding success. To begin, on behalf of the management and all the students, I would like to thank our chief guest, Ms. Phyllis Farias, who spared time from a busy schedule to grace this occasion. Thank you, ma'am. Many thanks to our beloved rector, Reverend Father Joseph D'Souza. Your leadership is a source of pride and inspiration for all of us. We are grateful for the positive impact you have always had on us. Thank you so much, Father, for your time and presence. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by our principal, Reverend Father Rohan D. Almeida, who always stand by us, guide us, lead us, and motivate us. Thank you, Father, for your constant support. We extend our heartfelt thanks to each grandparent who took the time to join us today. Your love, wisdom, and cherished stories have filled our school with immense joy. Thank you, grandparents, for being the part of our children's lives, and I hope your much cherished support will always be there, guiding your grandies like a lighthouse that shows the ship its way even on a stormy night. Your guidance and love make them strong each day. Thank you for your love and talents. I would like to thank our beloved Vice Principal, Sister Sheena, coordinators, Ms. Jennifer Bernard, Ms. Nimala Briggs, for your valuable presence. My heartfelt gratitude to our dedicated coordinator, Ms. Poonima, for her unwavering commitment and exceptional efforts in making today's event a resounding success. A big thank you goes out to all our teachers who worked tirelessly to organize this beautiful event. Your efforts in creating a welcoming atmosphere and ensuring everything ran smoothly have not gone unnoticed. A heartfelt gratitude to Ms. Onita and Ms. Maria Rina for making this an enjoyable and memorable experience through your eloquence and stage presence. Ms. Divya for being an amazing music teacher and guiding our little ones. Ms. Deepika and Ms. Aishwarya who made our little ones stumbling into dancing. Ms. Lima and Ms. Alice who turned our two left feet into a pair of dancing shoes. Mr. Prasanna who brought the beauty to our event through his artistry. Mr. Stephen for your invaluable help which has made our invitations, certificates and trophies truly exceptional. This event success would not have been possible without your efforts and impeccable support, Mr. Martin. Thank you. And let us appreciate the behind-the-scene heroes who made it all possible. Thank you, Logistics Department. Last but not the least, our little ones. Thank you for sharing your smiles, talents and boundless energy with us. Your performances have made this day truly unforgettable. Thank you.